Okay, good evening all. So last day we were just discussing about fundamentals or the basics to HTML, basics about HTML. We learn how to create a basic website. And so some of you have sent me the activity that you have done. It's good. If you have not done the activity, so please do it, because even though you're preparing for theoretical examination for your A-levels, to remember the content, it's very important to the practicals, right? You don't want, actually, for the examination purpose, you don't want this. But so if you wish to remember things very well with proper understanding, and if you wish to answer the paper with a proper coherence, understanding, so there should be like some link in, right? Coherence. So your answer, when you write few words, it should link to, your answer should be linked to each other. So it should have meaning. To understand that, these practicals are very, very important, right? So let's move to the next segment today. So that is basically after the theory. So we need to learn about the basic tags and their usage. Basic tags and their usage. I said I have purposely skipped some theoretical part. Please remember me, so then I can explain those things, because like I think we have discussed about the IP addresses, and IP version 6 we have to discuss. There's a small thing we have to discuss under IP version 6. Protocols we discuss, domains we discuss. I hope everything is done. Email, yeah, this also we have done, yes. So now actually we have to discuss about IP version 6. If there is anything missing, please let me know, then I can explain again, right? The IP version 6. IP version 6 is basically the next version of IP addresses currently. So this is also in place, because the IP version 6 has a specialty. IP version 4 address has a limitation. IP version 4 address will have 32-bit, and it is like 4-portion dotted octet binary number. It has only 32-bit. 32-bit means you will be able to create 2 to the power 32 unique addresses theoretically. 2 to the power 32. So that is closer to, yes, that is closer to 4 billion. I guess that is closer to 4 billion IP addresses. But the thing is 2 to the power 32, because 2 to the power 10 is 1000, closer to 1000, 1024. 2 to the power 20 is 1000 into 1000, closer to 1 million, and 2 to the power 30 is 1000 into 1000 into 1000. That is closer, right? No, not the exactly it is 1024 into 1024 into 1024. So altogether it is closer to 1 billion, and 2 to the power 2 here, that is 4, and that's why I said it's 4 billion addresses. But it is not enough to satisfy, it is not enough to connect the world population. So theoretically we have this number of addresses, 4 billion addresses, but still these 4 billion addresses was not enough to connect the entire world. Therefore, scientists introduced another IP address, that is IP version 6, which has 32 bits, Therefore, the number of IP addresses that it can provide is 2 to the power 128. That is this figure. I'm not able to read, so I can't read that. So that is a very large number. That is 2 to the power 128, because it has 128-bit address. So since this address is lengthier, it is represented using hexadecimal codes. We know how to convert hexadecimal. This 2001 means simply what is the binary value. Binary value is, you can see here, 2 means 0010, 0 means 0000, again 00000, and 1 means 01, and this is the first octet. This is the first octet in binary. How many such octets are there? You can see altogether 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, not octets actually, 8. This is actually hexas. 8 hexa sets are there, hexadecimal, not hexadecimal, 8 hexa sets are there. So 16 bits here, 16 bit into 8. So that is totally 16 into 8 is 128. So this is an IP address represented using IP version 6. And there is a rule. So where zeros can be, continuous zeros can be omitted. So here you have 40404040. After omitting that, after ignoring that, you can shorten the IP address like 2001, 0DB8, AC10, FE01. The remaining parts are zeros, all zeros. So you can write like this. So now I think you have an idea about IP version 6. So let's move to the practical part. Okay, so the next set of tags that we are going to learn today are text formatting tags. The next set of tags that we are going to learn today are text formatting tags. Please write down the heading, text formatting tags, and also write down the tags coming under the text formatting. I'll show you the usage of each. First of all, please write down, and in front of that, you have to write what is the purpose of this. B tag is for bold. I tag is for italic. Strong tag is also for bold. We call strong, but it is also for bold. EM tag, M tag is emphasis, and this is similar to I means italic, similar to I, it means italic tag. Then you have H1 to H6 heading tags, and please write down the remaining. I'll explain one by one. First of all, please write down text formatting tags, and after that you can write this section. Do it quickly. I'll explain after you write. Right. So I'm going to use one by one. So you can use your website if you're doing it in the website. If you are not doing it in the website, you can do this later by looking at the record, or you can do this using your mobile phone. If you have your website, it's possible to log into that website. So then you can use your mobile phone to use that. So let me access the website interface. Then sign in. Let's log in with Google. Using my Gmail to log in. Okay, after login, it's showing the websites available under this. And this is one thing that I've used already. So let me log in using some other email. To log out first. Log in with Google, and I have to use a different account. There is another one. This. Okay. Right. So let's use this. I'm going to see the website. And it has nothing for the moment other than this Facebook. We have just. Let's go to the manage website. And then I'm going to apply the file manager here. Then upload files. So same steps you have to use when you are logging to the site again and again. You have to go to the file manager. Okay, it's not displaying, so let's try to log in again, upload files. This time it's displays. Okay, then, so which folder? Which folder I have to select? Is it TMP or public HTML? Or outside? Just tell me the things that you have learned last week. So which folder I have to access? Is it public HTML, TMP or outside? Yes? Come on, you have to answer. I'm waiting. Which folder I have to access? Yes, it is public HTML. Okay. Go inside the folder. The default file name that we have used is none other than that is index.html. I'm going to edit that file. I'm going to edit that. And here I'm going to apply my basic web structure, which we learned last day. That is, first of all, the declaration. Then the HTML tag. HTML, right. Then body tag. Inside that only you are going to write this text formatting tags. So there were a lot of tags. Let's learn one by one. So the first tag that we are going to use is B. That is for bold. If I write something, let me write something normal. So normal has nothing special. It is no text basically. Just write inside the body section. Normal has nothing. Then the bold. B open, B close. We call this an element. We call this an element. This is opening tag. This is closing tag. You can see. Opening tag has tag name and less than greater than marks. Closing tags has same tag name closing tag has same tag name, but so there is additional / for to indicate the closing. So these two together we call an element, opening tag, and not only that, you have something called content. Content, opening tag, content, and the closing tag. Together we call that an element. So with this concept, you can understand this entire HTML is an element. This is called root element, main element, root element. Inside the root element, you have the head section, head element. Inside the head element, you have hello section. Hello has a hello has a hello is here. Sorry. So HTML is root element. Inside that you have head element. Inside that the title element. Inside that you have hello. Then inside the head HTML element, there is another element, body element. Inside body element, you have bold element. So it has opening tag, closing tag, and the content. We call that as an element. So please write down this if you couldn't write last day. Right. The next is so let's try to add more HTML. When you save or when you save this and access the web page, you can see this is normal text that we have applied, and this is the bold text. Normal tag again. So when you put inside the normal, so actually nothing, we didn't apply any kind of tag. So this is what the normal is. Here you can see inside the body, normal is just normal text tag, just normal text, and bold inside the bold text. That's why it is in the bold letter. So I hope you can understand that. So let's do the other things quickly, and then you can write down that as well. So other things are, these are the tags. So let me erase this. So what are the tags? Tags are bold. Another one is strong. Strong is also bold, right? When I save this, you can see no difference, also looks like bold. B for bold, strong. Now we are using much meaningful tags. So strong, we are recommending, because bold is only one letter. Now we are using some meaningful tags. So if you want to keep space between both, you can see everything is in one line now. If you need to apply spaces, what do you need to do? You need to apply another tag. But that tag has speciality. I'll explain. So after normal, I'm adding a tag BR. BR is to go to the next ruler. But that tag has no elements. No opening tag, no closing tag, no elements inside. Here you had opening tag, closing tag, in between an element. No. But here you don't have opening tag, you don't even have closing tag, and the actually closing happens within the opening tag. So that is called self-closing, no content as well. So I'll write down this. I'm going to use the HTML command, which will be ignored by the web browser. This is this is about the space, right? This is a line break. This is a line break. This part is called comment. Comments are used to explain the code, but not necessary. If you want, in case if you think that somebody else is reading your code, better you comment and explain what is happening there. Then everybody who read can understand this. That's why commenting is important. Bold and okay, each line you have to add. And line break is okay. Line break is, again we have to write down, it is empty element. It is empty element. Why empty element? With no separate closing tag. The opening closing tags are same. So BR is actually moving this text to the next line. So I'm going to add BR after each line. Let me save, and then you can see when I add BR, it's moving to the next line. Okay, let's keep adding the other tags. Strong. I for Italy. And U for underline. EM for emphasis, similar to the italic tag. Strong, sorry, big for bigger text. One big than the existing thing. And small, that is for smaller text. Smaller text. Big, bigger text, smaller text. And del is for deleted text. I'll explain why deleted text. Then INS, it is also similar to italic inserted text. Then H1, heading size 1. There are 6 heading size. These are heading tags. Okay, practice this now. I'll give the other set of tags. First of all, please practice up to here. So what are the other tags mentioned in this? Let's see. Bold, strong. Oh my God, what has happened? I forgot to add it. Seems disappeared. Okay. B for bold. So let's try it again. Do it with me. Bold, italic, underline, emphasis, H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, 6. Del, deleted text, INS, inserted text, big, bigger text, small, smaller text. Underline, then del, deleted text, INS, inserted text, INS, inserted text, big, bigger text, small, smaller text. Del, insert, done, big, small, done. Headings, H1, H1. Likewise, you have 6 heading types. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bold, italic, underline, deleted, inserted, big, smaller text. heading 1, and you have 6 heading styles. Heading 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. There are more. Please write down this part. So these other tags are here actually is a smaller text, right? So what is this? Snacker, smaller text, right? Inserted text, bigger text, smaller text. Heading, there are 6 styles, H1 to H6. Bold. Okay, let's see the preview first. So this is what you'll get as the preview. Okay. Here, bold, strong, bold. These are same, right? So it's 2 bolds, 3 bolds. They got them. Strong, bold. මෙතන bold එකක් තියෙනවා. මේක අයින් කරමු. Bold දෙකක් එනවා. So now you can see it's okay, again it comes. I think it has, I haven't said. Anyway, so bold, italic, this is in italic, underline. So you can see deleted is a text with a cross stroke. So why we are using deleted text? If you want to say that something is updated, we can use the deleted text. Otherwise, we can simply delete. No need to show the deleted text. So if you want to delete some text, you can delete it without showing it. But so let's say there's a price update. So the old price was 100 and now you want to give an offer. So now the price is only 90. If you want to show something like this, for this you are using deleted text. And for highlight this one, you are using inserted, that will simply underline. So inserted text and underline, it will look same. Inserted text is giving some emphasis, to this. Emphasis, you can highlight kala benna. Deleted text will cut it. So that's the idea, right? And emphasis, I couldn't write that. EM is for emphasis. EM is for emphasis. This happened here. Let's open it again. So this, there will be timeouts because we are working with the live system. There might be some timeouts. In that case, you have to re-log in to the same link. Okay, here it is. And Let's double click and that again for editing. Okay, seems I have to relaunch that. Upload files. Actually speaking, don't edit the live file. So the easiest thing is you can edit the file using Notepad and later upload it to the website, because editing this live environment may give such errors like this. And emphasis I couldn't add, sorry. Emphasis is similar to underline. EM is for emphasis, EM for underline. Please add the missing things. Then you have a superscript, SUP. Then you have subscript, SUB, subscript. There is something called typewriter text, TT is for typewriter text, BP cover everything. I strong M, heading bigger, small, superscript, subscript, delete, inserted, code, code text. Code is also typewriter text. I'll explain that when you finish this. Code in text. These are monospace text. Monospace means every letter will take a similar space. So normally when you write something like this, let's say if you want to type something like hello, you can see L will take very small space, L, but H will take more space. H more space, but L small. Both L's and one H, it will take still that H is bigger than both L's. So this is not monospace. Monospace means every letter will take similar space. So that is what the monospace is. So actually this TT and code both at monospace text. Subscript, superscript, and typewriter text. Actually, it is monospace. Code in text. That is also monospace. What else I missed? Mark you, address pre. Okay. Mark you will give you animated text. Animated text. Mark you will give you animated text. Pre, address. Actually, to give address information, you use this. Then you have some, these are called actually section separators. These are not just for the formatting, just to separate section. P for paragraph. BR for break rule. Then div for division. Division is also a section. Span, span in area. That is also a division or section, but same line, inline, right? One more here, pre-formatted text. P for paragraph, BR breakable, D for division, span for spanning area. Okay, that is enough. Address for address information, we got the P for pre-formatted text. Please write down quickly, I'll explain then. Please note that in the examination, these sensitive points will be checked. So be very, very careful, right? BR will immediately go to the next line. No, when you apply BR, it will go to the next line. But think about the heading. When you apply heading tag, there will be a lead-in space as well as pad-in space. මුලටත් space එකක් තියෙනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ line එකක් උඩිනුත් space එකක් තියෙනවා. This is a lead-in space. This is right after that following space. So it will have a space here in the beginning and end. So you will have space or empty line beginning at the end. So these kind of questions will be asked in the examination. So that's why I said you can't by heart. You have to. You can't like remember these things. No. So what do you have to do? You have to practice. Don't by heart. Don't try to like remember everything. That is not possible. That is very difficult. So do the practicals where you can easily remember. Now you can see. Headings will have space, lead in and pad in. So in the beginning and at the end. So here also in the beginning at the end. The smallest heading is heading size 1. The largest heading or H6 is the smallest and H1 is the largest. H1 is the largest, H6 is the smallest. But in every heading you can see there is a one line space in the beginning and the end. Subscript and superscript. Subscript and superscript, same thing. Smaller text, bigger text. What has happened? Smaller text, they have seems right. Small, small, small. It's my code. Here. EM. This is emphasis, right? Smaller text. The other one is EM. Emphasis. Emphasis is again highlighting, giving underline to the text. Emphasis, highlighting, giving underline to the text. Sorry, italic, not italic, it's italic, right? Emphasis giving italic. Inserted giving underline. Underline, insert, same. Italic and emphasis, same. Strong and bold, same. Headings. Heading 1 is the largest, 6 is the smallest. Subscript and superscript. This is not one line space. Actually, in the subscript, it is like this. So when you want to write log, log, L-O-G, 2 to the power 2 into 8 equal 8, something like this if you want to write. So this is called subscript. And this is called superscript. Superscript means writing like a power. Subscript means writing like the base. Here base is 2, power is 8. That is the superscript. And you can see the monospace text that is same. Monospace text is same for monospace text is same for typewriter text and coding. Address info also looks italic, but it specially showing you the address info when you have to type the address, right? Pre-formatted text, you can see TEXT, there are spaces, TEXT, pre-formatted text. allow you to write free text in HTML. or the HTML වල කැමති විදිහට space තියන් තිබ්බට වැඩක් නැහැ. ඒක එන්නේ. When you put space in HTML, it will not be counted. We call HTML, this is for the additional knowledge, please write down, we call HTML is white space insensitive language. HTML is white space insensitive language. Why we are telling this? Because it will ignore the spaces. But pre-tag will allow spaces. Spaces will not be considered. That is called white space insensitivity. So whatever space you mention there will not be considered. For human also, this is there. For normal users also, this not just for the HTML here. So not just for the text, running text. So when you try to apply some text here also, you have some spaces. All these spaces it will ignore. You can write this without spaces, still it will work. You can write this as a one-line text, still it will work. One-line text still that will work. One-line text will also work. But the thing is, if you need to keep spaces, if you need to have spaces, you can mention it the pre tag. You can see here pre-formatted TEX T. TEX T. Let's see, you won't write something like this, and when you save that, save this in save button. When you save that and go here and apply, you can see the pre-formatted text. It's showing this TEXT pattern text. Why? Because inside, if you write something inside the pre-formatted text, it will be counted. If you write something inside the pre-formatted text, it will be considered. The white space will be considered. Not in the other tags, only in the pre-formatted text tag. Spaces count. It's only working in the pre-formatted text tag. Paragraph, you know that. Rule break is a line break. Division is an area. Span in area is also area, small area. Span in area can become a line. In the same line, if you have area, you can use span in area. But if you want to separate a different section, then you need to, if you need to separate a different section, then you need to show that, right? Then you need to show that okay, pre-formatted text. Paragraph. Paragraph. A single paragraph, self-explanatory, rule break, a line break, division, span in area, area inside this area inside the same line. But different division is division. So let me show that by drawing a division. So if you want to separate an area, you can draw. So for an example, this is a division. You can see there is a small not showing in the bottom. So that is a division. That will be automatically added by this website, 000 web post, because they are supporting Ukraine war, they are automatically added there. Okay, please add this. If you have done, we can move to the next part. right? We will further explain these things in the okay. So we will further explain this in the remaining part. Here I wrote this HTML is white space insensitive language. Please write down that, and we need to learn about the attribute as well. Here these are some specialists like this. For an example, BR is going to the next line but not adding any space. If you wish to add spaces, you have to use NBSP, this block. This is called an entity. We learn about that. For the moment, you can just write. Block quote is just adding a tab, adding a separator, space, a tab in front of that. So when you use block quote, I couldn't use that in the here. But when you use block quote, there will be a tab-like space. Here, tab space setup here. That is for the block quote. Actually, block quote is also, so especially this is used when you want to show a quoted area. Then you are using this block quote. When you have taken something from some other website, you are using the block quote to show that you have taken it from some other place. It will be adding a tab in front of the text. Paragraph line look how it is printed in the books. When it is taken from somewhere, it will be displayed with some space. Okay, please write down this part too. Quickly write down. This one. Okay, now you can see the both clearly. Right up to here, the entire page up to here, up to the attributes. Please write down up to the attributes. Attributes, basically why attributes are used? Attributes are used to explain about the tags. If you want to further explain tags, then the attributes are used. Attribute is a name value pair. Attribute has attribute name and attribute value. So first you have the attribute name, then there is the attribute value. So it is a name value pair. It is possible to add attributes, multiple attributes actually, into one tag. So you can see the font tag, color attribute, the value is red, size attribute, value is 6, face attribute, the value is Arial, and no need to add, actually we are not adding these attributes into the closing tag, only to the opening tag. So let me add this. I'm going to add this to the font tag and repeat it. So please remember, when I'm adding this font color red, size 6, face Arial. Okay, so let me save this. And when I save this, you can see this as the output, the final line. Hello all, I am red. Hello all, I am red. What has happened? So basically font color is red, the size is 6. 6 is the largest size here. But if I try to add 7, 8, 9, 10, so don't worry, nothing will happen. So let me add 10. You can see the size is similar to the cursor size, little more than that. But when I put 10, refresh it. still the size will be 10, right? So even though if I try to add something bigger than 6, so it will not exceed because that is the maximum size. Face is the type of font, color is red. So that is how you apply multiple attributes. So why it is not loading? This website has a slowness, right? So you can see, can experience when you're doing, because we are using a free version, it's having limited bandwidth. Bandwidth means how many connections or what is the traffic, amount of traffic allowed, amount of network traffic allowed in a given time. So you can see right now it's clear. Even though I use that, you can see it's same size. So the largest is largest is 7. So let me change this 7. I'll add few lines to show you or demonstrate you. So let's add BR to go to the next line. Let's copy that. I'm going to repeat few times. 2, 3, 4. Actually, BR is self-closing. It's wrong. BR after that the closing appears. That is empty element or self-closing element, which doesn't have open and close element. So opening element is the closing element both. So let's have like 9, 8, 7, 6, and another one. So heading styles are going other way, right? Heading size is number 1 is the largest, 6 is the smallest, 5, and let's have another one. There is 4. So let's see the house size changes when you can also test that when you're applying. You can see this is same size, this is same size, this is also same size. First 3 same size. That means even though you put 8 or 9 or 8 or 7, still you will get the largest size 7. 7 is the largest you can apply, but if you are using 8 or 9, still the size will be 7. So then you can see it is 6. After 7 you have 6. After 6 you have 5. After 5 you have 4. So likewise the smallest will be size 1. The smallest will be size 1. So you can reapply, you can change the colors, you can change the font. 4, let's say 4, 3, 2, 1. Do this experiment. And I'm going to change the font as well, Times, and let's say another font, Tahoma, let's say Arial and Courier, and let's say Roboto. Likewise, you can change the font and see the different. Also, you can change the color, red, green, blue, and pink. Likewise, you can change the colors also. So that is, so you can put different values, different times. Do this, practice this. Here you can see different font types, right? Different font types. Here, oh, what is that color? What is the color that we applied? Pink, so that is really invisible. So slightly visible. Okay. You can see these are the font size. So not all in the red, right? I'm in green here, I'm in blue here, I'm in pink here. So likewise, you have changed the color. Okay. Now we can see the results. So please apply this. Please take a screenshot, snapshot, and try to apply this. And I'll give you a small exercise, homework to do at home. That is, try to find the attributes related to the tags that we have learned already. Right? I'll use small exercise from that next day. So what is the homework? Try to find, because different tags have different attributes. So the question is, find attributes related to the above tags. Find all possible attributes related to the above tags. Please do that as the homework. Okay. Right. So please do this and come next day. I'll stop I'll stop with this for today. But you have more work to do. What you have to do, you have to find all the attributes related to the above text. Next day, what I'm going to do some other tasks related to the HTML colors, entities. I'll finish that next day. Also, I'll be finishing self-closing tags. I have already discussed, attributes already discussed. So I'll be discussing about lists next day. All type of lists will be discussed next day. So week after next day, it will be tables, right? So likewise, we will complete topic by topic. And after the tables, table is a big topic. Object linking and embedding is also a slightly large topic. With that, the main content of the HTML will be over. After that, we can move to the CSS, cascading style sheets, and PHP part. Okay, then see you all next week. Good night.
Thank you, sir.